In the 2000s, Kurt Russell appeared in 9 movies. For Vanilla Sky and the Beginnings, see Matrix and the same named special.
About a shark-ass man.
In 2001, Damien Lichtenstein's 3000 Miles to Graceland tried its luck in Germany as Crime is King. Ex-con Kurt Russell robs with 4 other Elvis imitators a casino in Las Vegas. After the attack, one tries to kill the others, which leads to a chase through the States. The unbelievable, exaggerated, brutal action movie got mostly bad reviews and was a big box office bomb. Couldn't even make a third of its $62 million budget back and was rightly nominated for several negative prizes. 5 times alone for the Razzies. 2002, Bob Gale's Interstate 60 led direct-to-video. In the episodic comedy, the main character searches for answers to the meaning of life on an enchanted highway. Kurt Russell plays, only in a short guest appearance, in the entertaining movie A Policeman. In Ron Shelton's realistic thriller Dark Blue from the same year, he again plays a policeman, this time corrupt. In 1992, during the time of the racial unrest in LA, he tries unsuccessfully to cover up his crimes. The story is by LA Confidential novelist James Ellroy. The very interesting movie could not even make its $15 million budget back and was probably a flop.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. My goal is to beat them at their own game.
Gavin O'Connor's Miracle from 2004 tells the story about the so-called miracle on ice in Lake Placid during 1980 Winter Olympics, when the US with trainee Kurt Russell unexpectedly won at home a gold medal against Russia. Alone in America, it made more than double of its $28 million budget back. But despite strong ice hockey scenes and good cast, it is just a pathetic sports flick, in which the Russians are all represented as bad guys. In 2005, Mike Mitchell's Sky High is about a school where the children of superheroes similar to Harry Potter receive an education. Kurt Russell plays the father of one of the students. The moderately entertaining kids movie, with long outdated effects of course, made more than double of its $35 million budget worldwide back. In the same year, Dreamer appeared. In John Getting's heartwarming children's movie, Kurt Russell is the owner of a horse which is nursed after an injury from his little daughter. At cost of $32 million, the baby staff couldn't even bring 40 million worldwide to the finish line. In 2006, Poseidon floats unnoticed across big screens as a remake of Roland Niem's 1972 disaster movie hit based on Paul Jalico's same-named book from 1969, The Poseidon Adventure. With us here in Germany, Poseidon Hellride and Poseidon Inferno. The classic is about a luxury liner that is turned upside down by a giant wave. A group of survivors led by a young priest make their way to the hull near the propeller shaft, since it's only 1 inch thick. Irvin Allen's god-awful sequel Russel Beyond the Poseidon Adventure from 1979 was beyond stupid and tanked at the box office. In this uninteresting so-called movie, two groups of thieves are after the cargo of the shipwreck. And of course they come across other survivors. Paul Jarlicko's same-named book from the previous year, on which it is based, is a sequel to the movie, where at the end the wreck is still drifting. At the end of the book, the ship sinks. It was never finished by him and appeared in 1978, 2 years after his death. The same and even worse applies to the TV remake in 2005. In the 3-hour unwatchable garbage, the catastrophe is caused by a bomb attack by Arab terrorists, as if there had ever been any others. In Wolfgang Petersen's 2006 remake, Kurt Russell is one of the passengers desperately trying to get out of the ship before it sinks, while the moviegoer desperately tries to keep his eyes open at the dreary cliché collection before falling asleep. The movie can't hold a candle to its excellent original from the 70s at any time, and also, at 160 million cost to 180 million returns, quietly sank at the box office. It made for Warner an official loss of $77 million.
Fair lady, your chariot awaits.
Is it safe?
Oh, it's better to say. It's definitely.
2007 saw Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof as part of the double feature Grindhouse, whose counterpart is Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror. There, due to an experiment gone wrong, the Earth is overrun by killer zombies, which a group of survivors opposes. The feature also includes several fake trailers, from which 2 have subsequently become features. In 2010, Machete, a betrayed Mexican federal agent, takes revenge on his former boss in a rather entertaining way. 2011, Hobo with a Shotgun, excellently portrayed by Rutger Hauer, takes revenge on the degenerate society. In Germany, however, he himself becomes a revenge victim of one of our censorship ministries. I think the one next to the Ministry of Thought, opposite the Ministry of Truth, who had him confiscated. In 2013, The Fact took revenge that Machete Kills at 20 million, twice as expensive as Part 1, and at 17 million, not even half as successful, was an uninspired, boring piece of shit. Probably the reason Machete Kills Again in Space got cancelled, despite announcement. Death Proof is about a stuntman who gives women a painful death in his prepared car, until he messes with the wrong ones. The entertaining movie was a kind of successful comeback for Kurt Russell after his Poseidon box office inferno.